What's up, fellas?
What's up?
You know, we got a newbie with us tonight.
A newbie,
Somebody
who has stories of recent dragon drives.
Yeah, a lot lately. Has this been your busiest year with Dragon Drive stuff?
We usually do 4 big events a year, and then as many of the small weekend ones as we can.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's been pretty busy with all the little weekend ones.
Yeah. See how we did that? We just went right into it. Not, hey, how was your week? What's going on?
People don't even know who he is yet. And
yeah, I know.
Here's some questions. Rapid fire.
I did make the thumbnail, and I did say, and I didn't check with him first. We said Dustyn Unlovable Caudle. I thought that was. I know that's not your nickname, but I thought that was all right.
Right.
I almost messaged you, check, make sure it's cool.
No.
Anyway, if you're watching our show, you know who this guy is already. I would assume, don't you guys agree?
I would think so.
Yeah, I think so.
He's the only one amongst us who possesses a diamond Wally.
A Wally, or a Wally at all.
A Wally at
or
all.
a Wally at all, for that matter.
I barely have a Bucky. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got.
Is that so we got Dustyn Caudle on, as mentioned. Everybody probably knows who that is. Drives a little unlovable. Somebody's cruising, and does just a buttload of dragon drives every year. Is that your first Wally?
It is, yeah. I've decided to run the bracket series at Tulsa Raceway Park this year, just so I would be better at like the shootouts and whatnot at like Rocky Mountain Raceweek in there. Because last few events I've had a habit of red lighting, and so I was like, I need to get better at in competition drag racing. So I decided to run the bracket series, and I was like, if I'm going to do it, I might as well run for points. And so as of right now, I'm leading the points in the sportsman class, and that was my first win this year during the bracket races was the Wally race. So
nice.
It's one of those things where you go to the race, you think it'd be cool to win, but the probability is not very high. But you can't win one if you don't go.
Yeah.
As discussed on previous episodes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the sportsman class? I know this isn't at all what we're supposed to talk about. But what's the sportsman's class? Is that like where your truck fits or what?
So it's kind of, I would say, the entry level into bracket racing. It's a foot brake class. Can't use a trans brake. It's 10-0 and slower. So what I do is I pull the wastegate line off and just let it run on a 3-pound wastegate spring.
Okay.
And it'll run right at low 11s, high 10s. So that's really all I do is just foot brake it and let it ride.
Sounds like something I need to be doing right now.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. Watching you do that, it made me want to go bracket race. Just like, even though you go planning to win, that's a bad recipe because you just be disappointed going home more times than not. But go just to have fun and like you said, hone your skills on the tree, because like a lot of us that do dragon drive, you suck at cutting a light,
right?
Because you don't have to.
Yeah,
I'd invite anybody to come bracket race because it is way tougher than you might think it is. Like, those guys know what they're doing and they're on the number. It is tough.
Yeah. So confirmed, Dustyn does cheat. He already said that, but no, that's what steers people away from bracket racing. I think those guys are dialed. Like, when bracket racers show up to an index race, I'm just like, okay, well, we'll all feed the kitty and have some fun, maybe go rounds, but those guys are gonna put it on the number. Whatever they say the number is, they're gonna put it on it. So
I don't know, man. You did pretty good your very first. Well, not your very first, but was it Back to the Streets, the 650 bracket deal, or whatever? You did pretty good.
650 index deal. I'd done some index racing when I was back in St. Louis. I had fun doing it. Honestly, it was just a cheap test and tune for me because you're going to get at least 1 or 2 test hits. And then if you go around, if you're out first round, you can buy back. And then if you're out second round, you at least got 4 hits at the track that day. Yeah. And most test and tunes, especially Tulsa, you'd be lucky to get 4 hits at the track at a test and tune.
Yeah.
So do we want to run by what we did this weekend real quick before we dive in? Because I can't wait to share.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. But I feel like
because you sucked.
I sucked bad this weekend.
I can say that because I did too.
Yeah, you sucked too, but you still went. Yeah. Your sucky pass on radials was still better than my fastest pass on the bottle. You know what I mean? So
what did you guys do? Come on now.
We went to Mocan for a test.
Disappointed and said what my 60-foot was, like it was garbage, and he's like, "Yeah, that F you."
Yeah, I was like, "That's better than what I've ever had." No. So last time I ran the car was at the circuit. That's how long it's been, right? We've said this before. The last pass I made was on the ball. First nitrous pass that was a full pass. John and I ran, and it went 980 at 135, I think, right? So I'm thinking the nitrous ramp was real soft and weak, and the rev limiter was way down. So I turned the rev limiter up. I made the nitrous ramp much more aggressive, not all the way in off the hit, but much more aggressive. And so I'm thinking I'm going to go there and run at least a 980 at Mocan, because I've always had pretty good luck at Mocan. I've never known it to be like a bad track, and I'm still not blaming anything on the track. But I go there, and first pass of the night, and there's nobody even next to me. I just kind of rolled through the lights. My brakes wouldn't hold. I red light, whatever, and I go 10-13, and I'm on the bottom. This isn't in a. I go 10-13 at 136, I think. So I'm like, man, the mile an hour is there, and I look at 60 foot. It's back down to a 1.7. Well, that's horrible. It's 0.2 slower than last time. The last time I made a hit. So I go let the car cool down. Come back, same exact deal. I didn't make a change. Leave a little bit better. Went 10-0 at over 137, right? So the mile an hour is there to be running a decent number. It's just not doing it. So I'm frustrated, whatever. Finally, let the car cool down. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go make another pass. I didn't data log anything. The first 2 passes, I didn't data log. So I said, John, come up here and if you would hit data, start the data log for me on my laptop. Because that's just how I like to do it. It's easier for me. And I'll make a pass. Well, dummy me, when I'm in the pit, I turn the bottle heater on, and I let it heat up for a few minutes. I crank the valve open to check the pressure. I'm like, oh, the pressure's good. Get all strapped in. Once I get strapped in, my big self can't move very well. So I get up in the pits, and I'm oh, crap, I forgot to turn the bottle on. So I reach back, and I'm cramping, and I turn the bottle on. And I pull up, do my burnout. As soon as I start doing the burnout, my car just kicks completely sideways. And I thought, well, it's never done that before. That's super weird. And I thought something was wrong. So I'm like, so I did not even a good burnout at all, nothing. So I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to abort it. I'm still going to go make it just for data, right? Figure out, because my car's still doing that stumble jump. It's stumbling and then taking off. So I go up there, go to leave, car just goes to crap. Turns out I turned the bottle off instead of turning it on, but it had the nitrous tune in it, so it added a ton of fuel, no nitrous. So I just drove it right up onto the trailer when I got back to the pits, and I'm done for the night. So rookie mistake, but there you go. That's me, my weekend.
Gordy, how'd you do at the track?
Terrible. I put drag radials on. I don't know. I think they're 275 pros. And I tried to hit those again. It was terrible. You got to have shocks to run radials, and I don't have good shocks, and mine leak, and they're not like the best. So I'm not. I just need to get slicks back on it and be good. So I made a bad pass, and then made a worse pass with nitrous, and the mile an hour was there, so like car wanted to do its thing, even though we had super crap air. But
it was like over 3,300 DA.
Yeah, it was 4,000 yesterday. That was even worse. Yeah. No, I made a couple bad passes. Put the car on I was gonna try to make a shock change and then make another one. Crawled under there, and my exhaust was just. The passenger side exhaust was just hanging down. Like, oh crap, I got some broke brackets. So I came home Saturday morning, got up, swapped back to slicks, and I thought, which was super dumb in hindsight, I thought, okay, I don't have time to weld this crap back up. I'm just gonna drop both the exhaust pipes off and run it open. And I don't have my O2 sensor up far enough to do that. So it was completely stupid when I got to the track. I was like, man, I drove all this way. So I just locked out the tune so it didn't correct and ran it like that. And so Saturday at Tulsa, it was stupid off the line. And then when it would get like it, I guess it's when the nitrous would take over because it was truly locked out at that point. It would overcome whatever stumble it had and completely kick the tires. So I don't know.
All I'm hearing is one of us need to learn how to tune.
Neither one of us know shit about what we're doing, which is awesome because we're usually the only two there. But yeah, there was no traction to be had. They had completely scraped the track. It was a real deal, no prep. And I was not prepared for that. So yeah.
I have drums for that.
Also, yeah, you do. You could have symboled me. I don't mind. Like I do mind, but I do and don't mind going out first round. If you go out first round, at least don't sit in a lawn chair for 8 hours waiting on first round to happen. Like that was legitimately terrible.
Well,
anyway,
I mean, maybe different weather would have been nicer, but
oh yeah, if it's like 74 degrees out and you've got I don't know. It was just terrible sitting there all night to make a super bad pass. And neither one of us made a good pass. The guy was racing, kicked the tires too. He just gathered up better.
I watched some of the tailgate class videos today, round one of tailgate class. There are some fast trucks in that deal.
Yeah. Why weren't you at that deal, Dustyn?
I would like to go. I just I'd like to see where I stack up against those guys, but I just don't want to donate $190 just to go find out, you know.
I did. I donated $190 to go find out. And the bad part is I'm not very smart because I'd do it again. I just maybe have a different plan. I never change anything. I don't know if it was Bo or Mike saying, "Oh, you take your car to the track and it just does the same thing every time." Yeah, because I don't change a lot. And this is the first time before a race I've ever actually changed something and not known what it was going to do. I'll change something and go test, knowing that I can change it right back and do exactly the same thing. But this time I was like, it won't matter. It'll be fine. And it was not.
So my plan at this point is to go to a decent spot and get a data log just on like maybe a 60-foot rip, right? Just so, because that's the only problem my car's having is just leaving. Everything else is awesome, right?
Yeah.
Just leaving. And then I'm like, I could do that. And then I could send the email to the tuner and wait for him to reply and send me another tune. Or Bo thinking, I'm just going to bring the nitrous in quicker to get through that little stumble. I mean, it seemed to work last time a little bit, so.
I'm having a hard time thinking you got a tune problem because at the circuit your junk was dialed.
It wasn't dialed. It still had a stumble to it. I got the video. I watch the videos 6 times a day.
You got that on repeat?
Not really. Yeah. No, but there's still a slight stumble. Not as bad as the other night, but we mentioned, did you have the wrong tune in the car? So I panicked. I'm like, did I have the old tune in it? Did I go back? And no, I had the last one that I made the 980 pass on. So it's something, I don't know. We got to figure it out. I'm not worried about it. I mean, I am. But
Do you think maybe it was just the heat?
it was hot. It was humid.
It was bad air, like the worst air I've been in a minute.
Like I said, the mile an hour is there, but the 60-foot times are slower down.
Who thinks Dustyn has the best background right now?
Oh, for sure.
I keep getting distracted. Like, it's my favorite car.
Okay, go ahead, Fro. Go ahead.
I was at Slamboree all weekend looking at stuff like that. So, like, that's
Stuff
what I
like
want.
that?
I'm good with that. Stuff like that, yes.
At Slamboree?
Yes.
Okay. Where's
You looking at
Slamboree
the
at?
tire hanging down or the truck right behind him?
Huh?
What?
Are you looking at the tire hanging down or the truck right behind him?
The C10.
Yeah. There's a bunch of those out there.
Really?
Yeah.
All
right.
That's the best.
Is that the original patina, or did you do that?
No, it's original.
That makes it even
Now it was a long bed, but it got cut down. I cut it down.
That's awesome. That is a slick truck. What's in it?
It's the original 350. It was
Really?
I bought it from a guy up near the Kansas-Oklahoma border. He ran a salvage yard and said it was a parts truck. And when I got it, it looked like all they had done is pulled the steering column out. So I swapped in a new steering column and put everything back the way it was supposed to be, and everything was working. And so I don't know why he thought it was a parts truck, but
it was.
Wow.
It was the starting of a parts truck.
yeah.
Man, people just don't.
It was
see
a long bed.
Oh,
Long beds are parts trucks.
Yeah.
So
just like 4-doors are parts cars, right?
That's right.
yeah.
Wrong bed at the wrong bed.
Yep.
All right.
So Fro, you're going to talk more about Slamboree next week, yeah? You're going to bring us some pictures and stuff like that, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Are you going to try to rein in our ADD at this point, or are you going to?
Yeah.
Not one bit. I actually have had the urge to just go ahead and step back to the background and just be the producer on this show because I know what you guys are going to do. Let's address a couple things before we move on and get into the racing. Fro looks like a teenager in his room. You're 100% right, Bucket List. This is my son's room.
That's awesome.
I'm going to put on your drum set.
Is Fro Cullen's going to play in the air tonight? No, I do not play drums.
See, I am not an admin again this week, so I can't even see. Oh, I can see comments.
I still feel like we need to just put the comments on auto and let it rip.
Do it, Fro. Change it.
Let them go. Put it on auto and let her fly.
Let them go.
I'm not doing
I did it when it was just me and John the one show. I let it go.
I realized that. So let's get into Dustyn and why he is here.
Did we just become best friends? Yep. Shoo! Look at that.
That's dead.
You've seen this truck before, and you've seen Dustyn.
That sky looks huge.
That's a big sky.
That's the biggest sky I've seen to date.
You know, it's funny coming back from Montana. It seemed like even Nebraska, Kansas, the sky's all big everywhere. It's just, I think it's a gimmick.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like stifling once you got back to Oklahoma because there's no sky.
Yeah.
Just smaller.
They just market their sky better.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear about it. Where did it start and where did it go? That's I think that's we need to start.
It started in Yellowstone Drag Strip, which is basically north of Billings, Montana. And for us, it was like 1,850 miles just to get there. So we left on Thursday after work, drove as far until I got tired, and then finished it up on the Friday the next day, which we ended up blowing 2 trailer tires on the way up there.
Man.
Which in probably the 9 years of dragon drives, we've never had any trailer blowouts. But the tires were 6 years old, so they were at the end of their life. But
looks like you got your money's worth out of those deals.
Yeah. And what's funny is the first blowout, somebody flagged us down that was passing us. We had no idea. We just kept on rolling, and somebody told us to pull over, so pulled over, figured out what the problem was. But we carried 2 spares with us, so we made it into Jasper, Wyoming, and Jasper or Casper? Casper, Wyoming.
Casper.
And was able to hit a discount tire and get new tires and make it on up to the event. Nice. So we checked in on Saturday, and then they had open testing. So I was just gonna wait and not make a test pass, but I figured we might as well. I mean, it was 100 degrees on the test day, and so we went a 5:59, which I was expecting a 5:70. So I was pretty happy with that. You know, that hot of a day and hot of a track and whatnot. So then we rolled into day 1, and as soon as they called us to the lanes, we were the first. I think we were the second pair down, and went a 5:65, which I was happy with. So we were one and done at every track, which meant we were on the route pretty early. So we were kind of the route guinea pigs, figuring out which turns were right and which turns were not right. And there wasn't a whole lot of people around us because they were all still back at the track. But for most of the routes, it seems like you just leave a small town and drive a tank's worth of fuel until you come to another town. I mean, it is empty out there.
So you were north of Billings, and you went which way?
Let's see. We went to Anaconda, Montana, which I think was kind of northwest.
Okay. So you're okay. I was going to ask if you drove through Crow Agency, and
through where?
That it's opposite way of where you went.
Oh, okay.
It's a reservation. Anyway.
And then we got to Lost Creek was the second track, and there, I mean, these are all small tracks. Yellowstone was a pretty big. It was the NHRA track, but all the other tracks were really small. Like some of them had like dirt, gravel driveways going into the tracks, gravel pits. Everything was gravel except for the staging lanes.
Oh wow!
You know, so that was new. But I mean, for some of that's the pits there at Lost Creek on the left, and some of these tracks, we were the biggest event that they have all year long. So that just shows you the size of the tracks.
Is one of them one day at an airstrip? Is that right?
Yeah. So the picture on the right, that's from Helena. That's at the airstrip.
How was the surface there?
I didn't think it was bad. Some people struggled with it. It was 100% asphalt, and we were only their 4th event ever. And so, like, the wall on the right side, after the event, they have to take all that down. The airport won't let them keep it up year round.
Oh, geez.
So they have to completely tear down the whole tracks and then rebuild it. But they have drifting events there and drag racing and all kinds of things. So, but yeah, so a lot of guys, I guess, struggled. But we went a 585, which, you know, from talking to other people, they were like, "Wow, I don't know why you're not loaded up, hit the road yet," because, you know, that's a good pass for this track. So we hung around, and I was gonna make another one, but it just got warmer and warmer, and we got later in the day, so we just went ahead and packed it up and turned into 585 there. The only issue we really had was pulling into Helena. We pulled into the town and hitting all the traffic lights, watching the water temp start creeping up, which it never does. And I'm like, is our fan on? And you can kind of see down in between the cowl hood into the engine compartment, but it's dark and you can't tell if the fan's running or not. And so we went ahead and pulled over and swapped the fan relay and started working again. And that was the only issues we had all week, other than wrong turns and about running out of fuel.
I feel like that's
so. How many times
normal.
did you just run out of fuel?
So we had been driving for quite a ways, and we came to a checkpoint, and there was only one other vehicle there. And when they left, they turned left onto the main road, but the direction said turn right. And at that point, we didn't have any cell service to be able to confirm the route. And so we were trying to decide, do we follow those people, or because we didn't know if they were just going down to the gas station or if they were what they were doing, So we I said, just follow the route. We'll see if we figure it out down the road, And so we turned, and the directions weren't lining up, and we kept driving, and we had no cell service, so we couldn't even tell where we were going, where we'd been, or anything.
Oh, geez.
And so we finally got to a point where
good.
We finally got to a point where we barely had any service, and I just took a snapshot of the picture just so I'd have the route, road, just know where we were going. And we were on fumes and finally made it to a fuel station and filled back up. But yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking, stressful.
Okay, so note to self: if we go to Big Sky next year, whip out the Garmin and get it charged up.
Yeah. Make sure.
Got it.
Before you go between town to town, make sure you're full of fuel, or have plenty with you.
And a Garmin. There we go.
Well, and then what we realized later was that truck that turned left, they had Starlink, so they had internet.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So they knew where they were going.
So how many cars? How many vehicles were at this event?
I heard 176 or 177.
Oh, so that's a good one then. Okay.
Yeah.
Did most everybody, finish it that you know of?
I think I heard at one point there was only 10% that had dropped out. So, okay. Yeah, it was quite a few still finished.
Well, that's not bad considering the heat and stuff, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, and that first drive day, it was 108 is the highest temperature I saw. And, I mean, it was just short of miserable because.
Now, do you have anything in your truck? You don't have AC, right?
No, okay. We just roll the windows down. And
do you have anything fancy like what are they? The cool shirts or
no?
Whatever.
I just stick my hand out the window to get air blowing on me. That's
it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, me too.
I got one of those.
Yeah, I've been trying to come up with ways for the wagon, like build swamp coolers, get them out in the back, have something. I think I'm just gonna have to break down and.
Well, we've talked about
sweat.
We've talked about the 12-volt AC units just because the cab's so small in our truck that it probably would work pretty well.
Yeah,
but
not me. I've got a lot more space to keep cool.
Right.
So.
You're gonna have to build a partition in there like a
limousine. And hey, I'll do it too with a little slider and everything. Look back. That would be awesome.
So was there ever a Chevy Love that came with wing windows that you could just swap the window mechanism in?
So I believe it was up until 75 or 76. From 72 to 75, they had wing windows. And then from 76 or 77 on up to 80 were solid windows. So this other truck I have sitting out here, it has wing windows on it, but we've never thought about putting them on there.
Most people get rid of the wing windows, right?
I guess. I don't know.
In this case, it would be beneficial.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it sounds like you need to add the wing windows back into this one. Is the other truck the same color?
So I've got two white Chevy Loves. The one up here on the lift is the truck I call Unlovable, which was the original truck that had a 671 supercharger, a small block Chevy. And then the other truck I call Unloved because that's the one we took all the Chevy Love badging off and put the Isuzu badging on it. So
gotcha.
Just kind of goes hand in hand with the names and makes sense of why it's called that, you know.
Hey, how was it doing drag and drive stuff with the blower with the 671 and the small block?
So it wasn't bad. We ran the blower for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would pull the blower belt off for the drives because that blower's a street blower, it's not stripped, so it'll suck air around the rotors. And but no, it's the blower's never been an issue as far as the drag and drives go.
Yeah. Okay. Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you happier with the truck now that it's not rocking the blower, or?
Yeah, the turbo truck's it's just way more efficient. It cools better. It's quieter. It drives down the road better. It's just night and day better. So I've kind of turned this unlovable truck into a bracket truck, but right now the transmission's out getting overhauled. So it doesn't see as much action as it used to, but I definitely like the turbo truck a lot better.
Nice. So quick question for drag and drive. What gauges do you have in the truck? Do you have like a speedometer? Do you have, or do you just rock like the simple 3 gauges and the broken factory stuff?
So I've probably got more gauges than I need, which is all on the Holley. I've got a Holley 7-inch screen, so you can put pretty much anything you want in there. I mean, I even show the elevation on my screen. I have elevation, ethanol content, oil pressure, fuel pressure, water temperature, voltage, manifold, air temperature. Then I do have a speedometer, which is ran off a GPS, and a tachometer. And then, my turn signals and high beam indicators are all on the dash.
That's cool. That's kind of
a lot going on, but if I've got it, I might as well use it,
I don't blame you one bit. I'll be the same way when I finally get a dash like that, for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna run the Holley dash, maybe the Tinker, but whatever.
It's the elevation is cool just because when we're going up and down the mountains, it's you can see what out elevation you're at, and sometimes even like when we were on Death Week, you'd get in the desert and you'd be below sea level.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You'd never know that unless you are keeping track of it.
Yeah, that's cool. What else you got?
Dory back in here.
What else you got coming up? Anything new? Not new, but any.
We're going to. We've George got the. So we got signed up for Short Circuit at George Ray's, which that's a bucket list track of mine. I've never even raced in Arkansas. It's one state away from Oklahoma, and never raced there. So get to add that state to the list, and we're doing the Route 66 roundup, the single day drag and drive which is going to be a kind of a new deal. It's going to start at the Tulsa Midnight Drags, and then we're going to go on a drive early in the morning, and then finish on a Sunday at Import Face-Off event. So that'll be pretty interesting.
When is that?
September, I believe, sometime in September. Maybe September 14th. I'm not 100% sure.
Really? Is that when do those tickets go on sale?
I haven't seen when registration's open yet. So.
Okay. That's something I can do. I can do stuff like that. I say that I missed the last one, but.
So do you run into the same problems these guys run into with the E85, especially like that drive from Billings to Helena is long.
Yeah. So there's only one E85 station in the whole state of Montana. And so I have a 21-gallon fuel cell in my trailer, my drag and drive trailer. That's all we put in there is E85 just to race on. And then I have a flex sensor on the truck, so I can just run regular pump gas down the road and then when it's time to race, I just switch the fuel pumps on and change the fuel lines and run an E85. So we went there with enough fuel to make all the passes we needed to make, but we went ahead and when we got to Helena, went ahead and just filled the tank up again just so we'd have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were solely on E85, it would be a rough trip.
Yeah. So when I redid my car this last time, I had the factory fuel tank, 16-gallon factory tank, then I had a 10-gallon fuel cell. Well, I got rid of the factory tank, but I still have a 91 tune and an E85 tune. So I've made it to where it's real easy to drain the fuel cell. Now it's still only 10 gallons, and I need to change that. I need for me, I need at least a 15-gallon cell to feel comfortable. Because even Tulsa to Norton, where'd we go? To Thunder Valley.
Yes.
I had to stop and put fuel in my car a couple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hate being the guy that I'm the reason everybody's got to pull over every 60 miles or whatever. But that being able to go between the 85 and the 91 tune, that's where it's at. No, Sony, I did not. I failed. Unfortunately.
All right, let's bring Doherty back in here. He says he's good. I hope he's good.
I think it's stable.
Okay. You closed the garage door. That was the issue.
I don't know.
We don't understand the internet. We've shown that before. The internet
works, but I know that the router point that I connect to is like right out that door and down the sidewalk into the sunroom. And I got to think when I open the door, like it's trying to get internet from both sides of the house or something. I don't know how the internet works.
I don't know if that's how
I
it
know
works
a lot of things, but I don't know that.
So have you been listening to what's been going on here, Doherty?
I have tried. I didn't catch. Was this your first time at Big Sky?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Really?
It was a learning experience for sure.
Will it
so to
be
catch you up?
Only trip to Big Sky?
I hope not.
You go back. Would that one be on your list?
So I would go back. But what I would want to do now, knowing, what it's like up there, is I would like to go back in like a modern car and be able to go over the Beartooth Pass through Yellowstone and do that whole deal, because we didn't do that because it added like 140 miles to the route. And I think the summit was like 11,000 feet in elevation. So that day was already like a 250, 300 mile drive. And that was the day that it was 108 degrees. So we took the short route. And a modern car with AC where you can go check out all the animals and whatnot would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad we did it in Unloved. But if we went again, just because it's so long to get there, if we could just drive a modern car with AC and everything, it would, it would be better.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Not trying to deter you from taking your car or anything.
Yeah. No, I really want to and would. It's probably on my next year list. But do you think it takes away from the drag and drive being in a modern car?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah.
Do you think it would be as popular if it was a bunch of Camaros and Challengers and Mustangs?
It's funny that Aaron,
a bunch of cars like ours. Yeah, sorry, Aaron.
Funny, Aaron pops on right when you said that.
I know, right? If it was a bunch of Aarons and not a bunch of Dustins,
maybe we can ride with him.
Yeah, we can just ride with him.
It's like halfway to Alaska. We can just do the whole Alaska trip and the Big Sky trip at the same time.
Yeah.
Speaking of Alaska, whenever you guys commit to that, let me know because I want in.
And I really want to do that. I know we talk, no show Bo and all, but I really want to do that. Hey, while you were gone, we did learn, Doherty, that you need plenty of extra fuel, E85. and a Garmin. So dust off your Garmin.
Yeah. You got to have an atlas. I don't know how there's more than 3-4 roads in Montana though. That's
well, they don't have shoulders, that's for sure.
No.
So if you break down, you're right there in the road.
You're flagging traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Whenever the show's over, Dustyn, stay on here for a few minutes because I've got a couple stories in Montana that I can't talk about on the show, but I will tell you about it because it's awesome.
No. So. Let's see here.
What's your next event?
The next big event's going to be 666 from Mocan up to Chicago and back to Mocan.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's going to be kind of cool because we did 666. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
We went from Mocan all the way out to Roswell. So now this will complete basically Mocan to Chicago, and then I'll only have to do from Roswell to California to done the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty.
Do you think that's going to be a future 66?
I hope it will be, but
to finish the
I don't
whole
know.
thing.
I've heard the logistics are a lot tougher out past Roswell, so a lot more driving and less tracks.
Yep.
But it sure would be cool.
No. That's funny.
So yeah,
my drag and drive car. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So my drag and drive car has a $7 Temu GPS Speedo. That's as fancy as it gets. But it's
we are the $7 Speedo people.
Yeah, it works.
So 1,850 miles to Yellowstone, and then 2,104 miles to Anchorage, Alaska. So it's a halfway point.
It is. Yeah, somewhere pretty close to half.
Badass 84 bow tie jumping in. Big Sky's on my list for next year. I really want to drive over Beartooth.
Yeah, I really like doing the Rocky Mountain events because it's a lot of the same people, but it's been a lot of the same tracks. So next year I think I'm going to do a switch-o change-o and have to go to the Big Sky country.
That's my thing is I like to go to as many new tracks as we can. And so if drag week next year is going to some tracks I've never been to, I'll probably try to get in on that. That's kind of my thing, is just to go to as many different places, different parts of the country.
That's what I super enjoyed about Back to the Streets. It was I've been at Indianapolis to a convention center, and I've drove through Indiana, but I'd never been to a racetrack there at all. And it was very cool getting to go to tracks that I'd never been to and probably won't ever see again.
Right.
You said 11,000 feet? You didn't want to hit that. Did you ever have any problems in Bandimere or Pueblo or the mountain drives that we do in Colorado on Rocky Mountain?
No. So my truck does really well on the drive. It's just, that extra 140 miles. It's just, we didn't have a problem the whole route, this whole trip, so it probably wouldn't have been an issue, but it's one of those things like you don't want to create your own problem by adding something extra like that.
Yeah. Totally.
And then when it's over, you wish you would have done it, so.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, when it's 108 degrees, that kind of doesn't help you make the right decision. It sways your decision.
That's going to sway my decision a lot when it's 108 degrees.
But at the top, there was still snow, so it wasn't 108 up there.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That is a different kind of tune. So you sent me a bunch.
A naked snow angel when you get to the top. There you
go. So you sent me a bunch of pictures. Some of the pictures you sent me. Let's get some of these up here. So is this the safety gear at the tracks?
This is not a museum.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think they still use those because like the one on the picture on the right, it was parked right next to the starting line. It's got water on it, so I assume they used it as a fire truck. And then the one on the picture on the left, that was at Lewistown, and they had a big water tank in the back of it, and it looked like it still ran and drive. So I assume they used them.
That's crazy. That is so cool.
That's how it should be.
I'm in love with both of those trucks. I want to go drive around in them.
All right, let's see. What else did we? You got some pictures from some of the checkpoints, I believe.
Yeah, so that was the checkpoint that the directions were wrong after it.
Really?
So we took that picture, and then that was the beginning of the almost running out of fuel adventure.
Do they? I mean, they gotta, like all the drag and drives, they know that there's a bunch of people running the 85. Do they give you a sniff of where that's at, or are you just pulling up the app and trying to figure it out?
So there's only one fuel E85 station in Montana, and it's at Helena. So
What?
That's all you had.
Okay.
I laughed the first time you said it. It's funny every time.
I didn't realize that.
And from what I've been told, Big Sky goes to every drag strip in Montana. So we can just clear that state off the list.
Right.
Yeah.
Them all.
You've done them all. Yeah. Huh.
Another checkpoint we got.
If I had one thing to complain about, it's the checkpoints. There was very little parking at the checkpoint. So this was pull over, kind of block some people in, jump out, take a picture, and move on,
Yeah.
Not huge parking lots like you're used to.
Right.
Now, did you know anybody else that was there? Did you like roll with anybody else, or just?
There was people we knew, but we're just kind of lone wolves. We go on our own and go at our pace, and we never
I will
really.
say this. It's nice when you go on an event and you go in a group of people, and sometimes someone's wife or friend or co-driver will jump out and take pictures for everybody and then send them out,
right.
and then you can just keep on moving. That's nice.
That's the good part. The bad part is if you've got 5 or 6 people rolling together, everything takes longer.
Yeah.
It's talking about me because I got to put fuel in every 20 miles.
A pee break is like, okay, now we're stopping for an hour. So I kind of do the same thing at times where I'm just like, okay, I'm going to blast over here. And
I feel like that was a jab at me because of the first circuit we went on. I was dealing with some
you had that
kidney stone thing going on. So I had to pee like every 15 minutes for real.
Yeah.
But if we learned that hotel lobby beers fixed me.
Yeah, if you'd have been medicating properly.
Took care of me. Felt great after that.
Yeah, when we get on the route, we go, jump out, take a picture, and keep on and get the thing knocked out. We really don't spend a lot of time at checkpoints, and sometimes I wish we would, but it's just I'd rather get to the next place. That way, if we have an issue, we've got time to fix it or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm a lot the same way with the just flash to a checkpoint, take a picture, and get the heck out of there. So I oftentimes come home regretting not having actually done a checkpoint. Like we didn't even get out at Bishop's Castle in Colorado. We just rolled right through it.
No burnout or nothing.
Didn't spin a tire.
No, not a bit.
Man,
from what I heard, it was the Amish people.
I did like a little baby burnout. Like I'm pretty into the burnouts. Like I'll just get bored and start doing them for fun every time we leave a stop sign. But you don't even have to be at a checkpoint. But man, that Colorado air got me. I couldn't hardly do a burnout at Bishop's Castle. Got back to the track and couldn't even stage the car. I had to get help.
Well, if you ever do go back to Bishop Castle, I would say I'd check it out. It's a pretty cool deal.
I've
climbed to the top.
Did you go to the top?
We went pretty close. I mean, it gets pretty sketchy up there. You probably won't die, but I mean, it's worth it.
Probably won't.
You probably won't die, so give it a shot. Yeah, there's no security on site stopping you, so it must be fine.
Oh goodness!
A lot of people got good pictures from there, and we got nothing. We cruised right on through.
You said something about missing a checkpoint, and it made me think of whenever I took a picture of my car and crudely pasted it on someone else's checkpoint picture, so I didn't miss a checkpoint.
That happened.
Oh yeah, it really happened.
Climb to the top of both spires. Great view for burnouts.
Man, messed out on that too.
All right.
I figure in 9 or 10 years, whenever all you guys are still doing drag and drive stuff, that's whenever I'm going to be able to like go do a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. About 10 years. Be an empty nester.
So
there'll
be some videos.
There'll be a bunch of youngins doing it then.
Well, and old ones. Y'all better not quit.
I mean, I hope to not. You get old and you're old. But man, when I go to races, I look around going, man, what are these kids doing here? They're barely old enough to be here. They are. They're old enough to be there. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So we've got a couple of videos here.
Yeah, let's see them.
Let's
one
see
of these videos. One of these videos is the reason I was like, if I'm going to go to this one.
So literally right next to the live air.
Hey, it doesn't get more American than that video right there.
That is so.
That's it.
So right next door was a helicopter maintenance base, and so they would do maintenance and then take them on test flights, and they just do a loop around and just come right back that same flight path over and over and over again. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's a really cool video to get, making a pass right there with the helicopter landing in the background.
Yeah,
I don't think you're gonna beat that. Now let me see. We don't do videos very often, so let me see if I can actually get this to work here.
We don't do video.
So we were talking about the dirt road.
The internet works. We're still figuring this out.
So that's the driveway into Lost Creek. The dirt road.
Oh wow.
Holy cow.
I'd be freaking out. Gotta wipe my car down as soon as we get in there.
I have to wash mine after an event like that.
What else do we got here? So one of your passes here.
Man, that's a pass on not a racetrack. That's on an airstrip.
Yeah,
that's getting down.
That was at Helena.
Yeah, I love it.
Didn't look like there were any traction issues there.
Not for me. I mean, I think it actually spun just a little bit, but not enough that made it a big deal.
That's a ladder bar setup, right?
Yep.
What shocks are on the back of that dude?
They're just double adjustable QA1s.
Nice. Dude's dialed.
Mike Honcho would need a dude wipe down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's get
I
to
usually
one last
just
video.
like if it gets real dirty, I'll hit it with a tub of towels. It leaves it kind of a pasty sheen.
That's a detailer secret. Keep that on the DL.
Yeah.
All right, one more video here. Little time-lapse video through the mountains. You are not going to get views like this anywhere else. Good Lord, this is a beautiful drive.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So how far is this video? Like it's not a very long video, but how far did you end up driving?
I feel like that was probably, man, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes long. Like it was, and the video doesn't do justice for the elevation. I mean, we were going downhill, and it was way steeper than it looked in the video.
It always is.
When I would see the grade signs on the side that said steep grade, you know, that's when I knew to turn my time lapse on, because I knew that's when it was gonna start getting good.
It's weird.
So what break
are you mountains like that, and you get it feels like you're going downhill, but you're having to accelerate, and then at times it feels like you're going uphill, but you're just coasting for miles.
Right.
Yeah, you get like, I don't know if it's some sort of driving vertigo going on where you can't tell if you're going up or down.
Well, that's like a lot of times I will have to be like in my box truck that we use to tow. I'll be giving it a bunch of throttle, and it doesn't feel like we're going uphill until I look in my rear view mirror, and then you can see the angle and realize, oh yeah, we're going uphill.
Yeah. Gain in elevation. Fro had a good question. I cut him off. He wants to know what your brakes are.
The brakes?
Yeah.
So those are the Aeromotive Components Street version front brakes, and then just 9-inch disc brakes in the rear.
Yeah.
So are you running brakes on the trailer as well?
We have trailer brakes, but we quit using them because we tried using a Kurt Bluetooth controller, and so it uses gyroscopic whatever to sense how much you're braking, and that's how much brake it applies. But it was way too sensitive, and it was always over applying the brakes.
Oh, yeah.
And so if we switch to a regular in-cab controller, it might work, but we just quit using them just because we never really needed the trailer brakes. And so we've got them, but we just don't use them.
No.
So no issues not using the trailer brakes through those mountains.
No.
Good.
And my transmission, it doesn't have engine braking. It will freewheel. So, we've been told that don't ride the brakes, just stab the brakes. Stab them and then get off of them, let them cool, and stab them again. And that's usually what I do, and it works well.
Mine's the same way. Mine will just freewheel, and I do the same thing. Just stab the brakes and kind of hit it. And
yeah.
I've never had a lick of issues with that either. And I usually have a drum of fuel back there, so it's not like I've got a lightweight trailer.
Right.
The carburetor life on the 85 scared me so bad that I carry, when I fill up, if we're going on a long drive, I've usually got like 45 gallons in a drum in the trailer, and then the tank in the car full of fuel. I just hate being that guy that can't, like, oh, we gotta stop and figure out where the heck we're at. Not anything against Bo.
Literally, hey John, can I borrow a couple gallons of fuel? I'll pay you back. That happened.
And that's not the only time I've loaned somebody a couple gallons of E85 on a drive.
I'm gonna fix that.
So let's see here. Last picture you sent me. Little flex on Doherty there.
That's impressive.
So that's inside of the box truck that we use as our tow rig.
That's
and
nice.
We've converted the box into basically a camper. It's got a got a refrigerator, a microwave, a sink, a urinal. It's got an elevator bed, and then the couch right there pulls out into a bed. And so all the flat trophies, I just screw them to the wall. And
man, that's awesome.
I like that you said it has a urinal, because that's thinking ahead.
yeah.
I don't mind if you go there in the corner and pee, but if you're going to go there and rock one out, we're going to have a problem.
Yeah.
You need to get out of the box for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super handy. I mean, like when we're driving to the events, as soon as it gets dark, I'll get sleepy. And so once I start getting sleepy, we'll just find a truck stop, pull in next to the semis, and go to sleep and get up next morning and keep driving.
Yep.
So do you have AC in this thing?
Yep, it's got an AC with a generator underneath it. It's got a diesel heater in it. So
heck yeah.
It's got a TV in it, radio. So even whenever we're at the tracks, we can tune it into the track station and still hear all the announcements and whatnot.
That's nice. That's
really cool.
So is the Wally just screwed down to the counter now in here?
No, it stays in the house.
Yeah. It's in the nice trophy case.
So what was your favorite trophy before getting the Wally?
Oh man, I don't know. That's tough. I didn't even have to go back and look at them. I won in 2005. I won a track championship at Tulsa racing a motorcycle.
Oh wow!
And that was kind of a big one back then. But then, I didn't know anything about drag and drive until 2014 when Drag Week came to Tulsa, and Cliff Parvin's the one that turned me on to it. He's like, "Hey man, Drag Week's coming. You got to go to it." And I was like, "I never even heard of it. Didn't know what the deal was." And I took the day off work, went, and my mind was blown that those guys were driving all those cars that many miles and still racing them and everything. And since then, I was hooked. And now I spend every day of my vacation time doing drag and drives. And like, that's life now.
So how big is the ring? I've got to know.
I mean, it's big enough that it will probably go on my finger, but it may not come off. And then, I mean, other than that, it's I mean, what I would think would be like a Super Bowl ring, that size.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Oh hell! Well, I didn't bring anything else other than Marketplace. What else do we need to cover?
So, are we going to see you wearing this ring at the next event to flex on everybody? I'm kidding.
I mean, I could, but
it just stands there the whole time. Just
mm-hmm. Yes. What I would do is I don't have my wedding ring on right now.
Yeah. Do you do that? Do you just throw the ring on every now and then?
Do I?
I said, do you do that? Just throw the ring on every now and then. Just head out, grab a bite to eat.
I've tried to put it on one time and it stays in the case.
Dusty, hell, I'd wear the trophy.
Right, I'm trying to think how you can get a diamond Wally on a gold chain.
We can make this happen.
Yeah, you get somebody to get you a little mini diamond Wally and wear that deal. Oh yeah, this one's just for show.
Just
so,
a hood ornament.
About trolling Facebook Marketplace for shit boxes and car parts. Do you marketplace?
Yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't, but it's like everybody else.
Right?
It's an issue.
We get it a little too hard. So I'm guessing Fro has a nice collage for us this evening.
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. Hey, I brought only the best.
I can't share the stinking comments. Share K5 Abusers comment.
Just straight Godfather at every track.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
And this on the day of my My daughter's wedding. Sorry. It's a skunk butt road. Anyway.
A skunk butt road. That's right. That was not a marketplace buy. We discussed that earlier in the show, Aaron. Or was it a marketplace? Did you find it on marketplace?
Yeah, I actually did.
Okay.
It was on marketplace, but the guy ran a salvage yard.
Yeah.
So
that's a parts truck. Don't look at that, Aaron.
Parts truck.
yeah.
All right, bring it on.
Shout out to
Bring it
Buchanan.
on.
How many things do you have saved in your marketplace right now?
Go.
I've probably got not very many. I probably like 6.
Oh wow.
What?
Those are rookie numbers. You
Those
gotta
are gotta pump those numbers up.
Well, I save them until they sell, and then I can delete them.
yeah.
Sometimes I like to hang on to them for a little bit to remind me that I shouldn't have waited. You know.
Yep. All right,
Think
bro.
about what could have been. All right, let's try out the first one here. 1970 Chevrolet Impala 2-door coupe, $11,500. 350 700 R4 disc brakes. Fronts are 20-inch disc brakes in the front. 20-inch wheels, 2 switches with 1/4-inch airlines. Full interior. Paint is not great. It's old and faded. It's just an old car. Car's not been driven in a couple of years. I washed it this morning. Decided just need to let it go. Trying to get rid of a few projects so we can start a business. Can come with the 20s or a full set of 14-inch Kragers with brand new white walls. No trades, please. I don't have any time for the cars I have now. If you're interested in seeing it, just let me know and bring a trailer just because it's been so long since it's been driven. I don't know if the gas is still good. Yes, it runs. It will drive around and pull onto the trailer.
Huh. Okay. This is sounding really nice.
You know, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Let's see it.
And then you seen the pictures?
I'm going to let you guys pass judgment on the pictures just because, like, obviously I saved it for the show, so it's something that I wanted to get your response on. The way he kind of paints it, the paint is not great. So
Show the pictures.
Oh, look at that. I love it.
That's pretty nice.
Man, that's 11.5.
That's good.
That's 11.5.
Holy crap.
I was gonna guess that I would rather have the Kragers on it. The smaller wheels.
Man, I don't know.
I liked it like that.
I think this is like, I don't
Hey.
know.
That's 11.5 worthy.
I think the ad undersells the car.
For
I think so,
sure.
too.
Yeah.
I think so.
Almost
too.
feels too good to be true. Like you show up and it's like a total shit box. Like this is a picture of it from 20 years ago or something.
I was expecting something way worse than this.
Yeah. Big time.
I liked it. I thought it needed to be on the show.
Yeah. That's definitely 11.5 worthy. Good job.
Very good.
Mark that one down. That one worked. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here. Man, computer's fighting me tonight.
Did you try shutting your garage door?
Yeah, I actually did shut the garage door.
Fixed mine.
1979 MGB on an S10 4-wheel drive frame, lightweight and fun, big tire car, 350 board, 40 over with cam, new Holly carb, Hurst shifter, just a unique, fun, very capable of dirt drags. God bless, I lost my spot there. What you got for trade? Friend of mine built this rig. It's definitely not going to be for everyone, but it is sweet. Just seeing what's out there for trade.
Huh.
I don't know what to expect on this one.
I don't think anybody knows what to expect on this one. Dusty says, lost me at 4-wheel drive frame.
Yeah.
Same.
Hold on, Dusty.
Yeah, God.
That's terrible.
That's the name is awesome. I give it that. The name's awesome.
MG Hammer.
MG Hammer. That's very, very awesome. Mount Crushmore.
Aaron says Mount Crushmore.
Man.
Dustin, you driving this thing?
Off the cliff in Alaska.
There you go.
This will get the speed wobbles in the front wheels and they let it go.
You can see between the frame and the car.
Yeah. Yeet.
Alaska cliff yeet for sure.
This actually would be a really cool one to watch go off the cliff.
Yeah, probably, but not at that price.
It was only $1, $2, $3, $4.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to trade something cool to get this thing.
Can you run gasser with that?
What
year is it?
75. No, so it wouldn't even qualify for gasser.
No. I wonder if they'd make an exception. Oh, this is rough.
I want to quit looking at it.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
I couldn't stop staring at it. Yeah.
All right, guys. It's a lot of words. I'm not going to read them all.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my.
That's a race car.
2001 Chevy Camaro, Kansas title. It's a race car. It's 9-inch. Kirky seats. It's turbo. It's like all of the stuff that you want.
It's everything. Okay. I'm with Dusty. I want to see a rear pic of the other car. Anyway.
Of the what? The gasser?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the only two pictures they had.
Those are 17-inch wide wheels. Anyway. Let's see it. Yeah, that's a race car.
Yeah. Well, it said roller.
There's 17K worth of words there. That's not a lie.
I mean, it's nice, I guess, right?
I don't know. Yep. I don't know. I don't know what that thing's worth as a roller. Is that really a $17,000 roller?
I would say not, but I also don't know anything about race cars, so.
Nor do I.
Listen, someone's got more than 17 grand in that car as a roller, for sure. Between time and parts and all that stuff, you know what I mean?
Well, and that's just the last line. Last line on the ad was good opportunity for somebody to start fresh at a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just
all right. I only
not my bag.
He was trying to sell it for 22,000. Now he's only trying to sell it for 17.
It's true. So mark that one down. That one does not work.
It is no my concho.
No.
Even Dustyn wasn't in on that one. He's done.
No.
Yeah, you got to get in. You got to get on these and let us know what you think.
I'm not into F bodies.
I never have been. I don't hate them. I don't. It's a good looking car. But it looks fast. Whatever.
But what about a third gen?
Just not a third gen guy. You know this.
Where you at on third gens, Dustyn?
No.
No?
I like I used to never like first gens, but now I'm kind of liking them.
Yeah.
Not that I'll ever probably have one, but like
that's the first step. Then you'll like third gens as well. Second gens, you got to wait a long time before you like those.
Yeah. Like Clint Sadowski's.
Oh yeah.
Clint Sadowski's Camaro is my favorite drag and drive car of all time.
Oh yeah.
Like if I could have any car, that would be the one.
It's a beast.
Let's see.
Uh-oh. Dusty, they're gonna put
Dusty's trying to piss off Doherty. All right, I brought one more.
All right.
This has been edited. 1992 Chevrolet, $13,500, 60 LS, fuel injected motor, everything new or rebuilt, 5-speed manual tranny, everything new or rebuilt. Hot heat and cold air, drive anywhere, hidden trailer hitch, would trade up, down, or straight across. Trade value higher, send pictures of what you have. Thanks for looking.
Yeah, what's this going to be?
Well, it's a 1992 Chevy pickup.
No. Let's see it. No.
What?
Why?
It's LS swapped. You can throw all that crap away. It'll be fine.
$13,000 worth of nope. And
once again, man, someone who clearly does good work and they put a lot of time and effort into it.
well,
Actually, if you go full screen on this is all bolt on.
really?
Yeah.
The LS they shoved in, it just looks like a boner LS with a stock wiring harness. Like we didn't even wash it before we stuck it in there.
Yeah. Mount Crushmore. This is something you could actually light on fire before it goes over the cliff.
Yeah, you could.
I feel bad. Someone that made this and they really like it and they're proud of it.
They do. They
You know
do.
what I mean? So to each
Do you
their
know
own.
this guy? It's in Razorback territory.
No.
Most of the junk he brings on here like this is.
You're not wrong.
I'm kidding.
But-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, this is nowhere near me. This will be closer to you guys when you're at George Race. So
I'll be dang. Hey, you going to George Ray's?
I am.
Okay.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I think that's right.
What class are you running?
Bo, are you?
I-
Tailgate.
Failed. I will message Narcs and see if there's a wait list though.
There
Listen,
is.
I
You
made
know.
it as far as putting Fro down as my co-driver and then sat my phone down to do something and never went back to it. And I didn't realize it till the next day. Ask Fro, did I not message you and say, hey, do you want to go to George Ray's?
you did not message me. You called me.
Okay, I called him and said, do you want to go? Because I'll make you my co-driver. And he said, yes. I said, cool.
Yes.
I mean, I made it all the way to the point where it's time to pay, and then something came up, set my phone down, and never went back to it.
So what class are you entering, Dustyn?
I'll be in tailgate.
Me too, if I get accepted.
Come on.
No, Narcs won't let me be in tailgate.
This has
It's
become the best running joke of the show.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
All right. Well, that's all I brought for Marketplace. What else you guys need tonight?
I'm sure we could have a vote.
No, because if you're in tailgate, then I'm definitely not going to win anything. No, I've said it before.
Wrong with silver?
I don't go to these events with expectations of winning anything. So
You should.
I just go for fun. Right now, let's get everything else dialed in, then it'll be competitive. Anyway,
Well, Dustyn, thank you for coming on the show tonight. We appreciate it. I wanted to hear the stories of Montana. I love Montana, and I'll go back whenever I get a chance, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on the show. It's an honor to be on the show.
We after the comments last week, we had to at least hear what was going on. So
Yeah.
Aaron's already back in it. Hugs for Doherty.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
definitely a different drag and drive. I mean, I've been to
Go ahead. I cut you off, didn't I?
I was just gonna say it's definitely a different event. You know, we've been to a lot of them, and they kind of get to all be the same, but that one's just different in its own way. Just because you're out literally in the middle of nowhere. If you need help, it's gonna be, it's gonna be more of an ordeal than just pulling off and going to the O'Reilly's that's maybe 30 minutes down the road. So
Yeah.
it's a little intimidating. Its own.
Yeah, I think people are kind of spoiled with having so much stuff available real close.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Real quick before we go, was there a lot of people camping at this one? Is that still a trend? Or you guys?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of people camping. I know the Lowry's camp, Jim Hopping camp.
Are you in on the camping situation yet? Are you hotel?
Nah. So I think camping was kind of a big deal on that event.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about.
We almost had to camp because we finding motels is. I mean, if you're going to go, schedule your motels early, because in Malta we couldn't find a motel for a long time, and we ended up one that was at a golf course that was just a single bed deal, so we had to bring an air mattress.
Oh, geez. Hey, better than sleeping outside. Or in the truck, I guess, or on the truck.
Yeah. And in Malta, bring your bug spray, because the flies are pretty fierce out there.
Right on.
Oh, hell. Well, what else do we need?
All in, all done.
Yeah. I got to go get a capacitor for my AC now and try to get it fixed tonight, because a buddy of mine, turns out he runs a place that might have one if I just let him know what I need. So that might happen. Yeah.
It's the wrong time for no AC.
For sure.
All right. What you got?
Like, share, and subscribe.
Doherty.
Everybody love everybody.